The speaking section of the IELTS exam assesses your use of spoken English, how well you can express your thoughts and opinions in English. Because only then you can survive in an English-speaking nation, right? This section is also the most feared round of the IELTS exam because of its live format. You are tested live in front of an examiner. This is Neha from Learning, and I'm here to tell you how to do well in the speaking section of the IELTS exam. In particular, IELTS Speaking Part 1. The IELTS speaking test is same for academic and general training. I'm sure you know there are 3 parts to the IELTS speaking test. And this video focuses on IELTS speaking part 1. Let's first understand what happens in IELTS speaking part 1. IELTS speaking part 1 is a face-to-face conversation. Mind you, conversation, not an interview, with the examiner, which lasts for about 4 to 5 minutes. This round is meant to relax you and get you talking. The examiner will ask you general questions related to your life. In total, 10 to 12 questions on 3 to 4 familiar topics. For instance, he or she can ask you questions related to hobbies, hometown, family, food, and things like that. Now, he or she could ask 3 to 4 questions from each topic. Right? Understood? So this is what happens in IELTS speaking part 1. Examiner आपसे आपकी लाइफ के रिलेटेड कुछ सिंपल क्वेश्चंस पूछेगा and all you have to do is respond to them. That's it. Don't worry, we'll discuss some sample questions and answers to make things more clear. But before that, I'm going to give you 5 amazing tips that you can follow while attending speaking part 1 test. Number 1. The first and the most important tip. Don't worry, relax. I know this is easier said than done, but still keep reminding yourself, all is well. थोड़ी बहुत nervousness is fine, but don't let that nervousness overpower you so much that you are not able to gather your thoughts and you go completely blank in front of the examiner. This will lead to a lower band score, and you don't want that, right? Therefore, try and keep calm. Pretend it is just a normal conversation. Smile now and then, and you'll be fine. If it's not your turn yet, you can listen to your favorite English music or watch your favorite English show, or you can also read a novel. This will ease down your nervousness and also keep your mind English active. Don't you think this is better than plain worrying? Number 2. Avoid giving yes, no, or one-word answers. Let's suppose the examiner asks you, do you live in a big city or a small town? Confidently you say, big city. But do you think this is enough? Giving such short answers do not give any idea of your language ability. The examiner is sitting there to see if you are comfortable in having conversations in English. Or agar aap yes, no or one-word kind of answers denge, then he or she will not be able to assess your English speaking skills. Right? The examiner expects you to speak for a longer length of time, so try to extend your answers, add details, speak at least 3 to 4 sentences. Right? For instance, say, I live in a big city, New Delhi. It is the capital of India and it is located in North region. See? 3 to 4 sentences. Tip number 3. Know the English equivalents of your local words. Let's say the examiner asks you about your favorite dish and you say, my favorite dish is dosa. Now the chances are the examiner might not know what a dosa is. So he or she might ask you, can you describe what a dosa is? Now you go blank because a dosa has always been a dosa for you, nothing else. And now you're looking for words to make them understand what it is. This is why it is very important to know the English equivalents of your local words, so that whenever you mention such words, you could quickly follow it up with a little description of what these are. So you could have said, my favorite dish is masala dosa. It is a very popular dish in South India. It is basically a rice pancake which has potatoes stuffed in it. It is served with sambar, which is a lentil-based vegetable stew. See? Proper description of local words. Tip number 4. Answer all the questions positively. Always try to answer questions in a positive manner. It could be possible that you are asked a question for which you have a negative response. Let's say the examiner asks you, do you know your neighbor? It could be possible that you are not on very good terms with your neighbor. So you go on to answer like this. Yes, I do know my neighbor, but I actually hate him. He is very irritating and we do not talk to each other. Well, these kind of answers give a strange kind of feeling. It leads to building up of a negative environment. Therefore, always try to reframe negative responses into positive ones. Let's reframe the previous negative answer. Yes, I do know my neighbor. We have been living on the same street for almost 10 years. But presently, because of some personal issues, we are not on talking terms. But he's a wonderful person and I know he'll be always there if need be. See? Positivity. Tip number 5. Don't speak in a monotone. Mono means one and tone is your voice. Don't speak in one voice or flat voice. Let's suppose the examiner asks you, do you have a pet? You go like this. Yes, I do have a dog. It's a German Shepherd. Its name is Sam. It's a lovely dog. See? Flat voice. There is no rising and falling of pitch. This actually happens with a lot of people because they are not comfortable with the English language. Entire focus is on connecting words and forming sentences and then speaking those somehow formed sentences as it is. They will never speak like this in their mother tongue. But unfortunately, the exam is in English, not in Hindi, not in Punjabi, not in Tamil. All I can say is get comfortable with English language. Spend more time with it. And when you are with the examiner, try to be genuinely interested in questions. Feel the questions and then answer them. This will certainly help you. So these were the 5 tips that you can follow during the test. Now let's go through some sample questions and answers. Like I said earlier, examiner आपसे 3 से 4 टॉपिक्स के ऊपर क्वेश्चंस कर सकते हैं. So let's take topics hobby, food and hometown. Alright? Let's discuss one question from each category. What is your favorite hobby? My favorite hobby these days is making TikTok videos. Whenever I'm free, I grab my phone and make fun videos. I'm actually new at it, but it's really fun. Who cooks in your house? My mother does that. She cooks for the entire family, and that too 3 times a day. It's a really hard job, but she does it every single day with a smiling face. I personally don't like cooking, but I still try to help her in whatever way I can. Do you like your hometown? Yes, I do, because that's where my family, my friends, my relatives are. I don't live there because it's a small place and the opportunities are less, but it definitely is my escape place from the hustle and bustle of city life. I visit there whenever I find time. Points to note. I gave every answer using 3 to 4 sentences. I gave every answer in a very natural tone. There was no flat voice, right? I gave every answer in a positive manner. Even though my answers included some negative points, I converted them, I reframed them into positive ones. All this takes practice. It takes time. It takes dedication. Make English a part of your daily life, and it will come naturally to you, just like your mother tongue. That's it, guys. We really hope this video gave you a better insight into how to do well in your IELTS Speaking Part 1 test. Besides, at UNO Learning, our expert trainers offer live online classes for IELTS preparation. Visit unolearning.com and take a look at our courses. There are free demo classes too. There are free practice tests available. Go check them out. Make sure to give a big thumbs up if you liked the video and share it with others who intend to take IELTS. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, keep practicing and keep studying. Bye-bye.